This was Jack Kirby's first comic back on writing Captain America after like 10 years or something. Pretty sure my loyalty lies with Marvel, as you can guess by my room and my Baymax and my shirt and my coat and everything. And it lies with Marvel because they're just the superheroes I grew up with. I grew up with Cap and Hulk and all of the Avengers, and I just fell in love with Marvel Comics.
I am a DC fan. Why? I think because I grew up with it. I grew up really liking Batman. But I did also grow up with Marvel. So, but why I prefer it over Marvel, just their lineup of heroes. I just personally like them better. So,
my favorite superhero is Captain America. That's why I have the coat. And it's because he doesn't really have superpowers. He may like be really strong and all these different types of things, but the reason he's a superhero is because he's a good person. That's why he was picked for the Super Soldier program, because the Super Soldier serum enhances everything inside of you, the good and the bad. And so because he was an overall good person and had integrity, that's why the doctor selected him to be the Super Soldier.
My favorite superhero is Batman, as you can probably tell. Why? He's a total badass, and well, for a human, he's just like at a peak in everything, like mentally, physically, and I don't know. I feel like it gives hope to like everyday people like us. Like, yeah, if I work hard enough, blah blah blah, I could achieve stuff like that. So
I'd say the biggest reason I got into superheroes and comics was just my brothers and my cousin. They were really big into like manga and comic books and superheroes and different things like that, and so they showed it to me growing up, and so that's why I really got into it.
The biggest reason would probably be because of their story. I haven't really been reading them for very long. It's been maybe a year and a half now. So, but what made me want to was because I was doing basic research online, and a lot of these characters have some pretty awesome and amazing backstory. So, and also the artists in these books, they're very talented. And
probably Civil War, because it really shows why I like Captain America as a superhero. Because there's a moment when he's giving a speech to Spider-Man on top of a roof, and he's just talking about how he doesn't care what people think about him. He knows what's really right, and he's going to stand by that no matter what. And he quotes, "You stand like a tree next to the river of truth, and when people tell you to move, you say no, you move." And then Spider-Man asks him if he can have his autograph, and it's really funny.
So far, my favorite is Dark Victory, which is this one right here. Why? Because it's got everything. It's got drama, a lot of detective work, amazing plot twists at the end. The art's fantastic, and it's classic Batman at his finest.
It's a tough one. Actually, no, it's not. My least favorite superhero is Superman. Am I allowed to cuss? Because he's a bitch. Superman is a straight bitch. The writers of Superman have admitted that he is a broken superhero, and there's nothing that they can do about it. He is too overpowered for absolutely no reason, and I hate absolutely every second of it. Superheroes need a flaw to make them more human so they can connect with people. So the fact that his weakness is a stupid rock and magic, it's stupid. I hate every second of it.
My least favorite is Howard the Duck. Why? Because he's a duck, and well, it's nothing really that special. I don't even know if he does anything special.
I prefer Marvel over DC because Marvel's heroes are more well developed. Like DC, their heroes are really well developed, but their heroes don't really feel heroic to me in a sense, because I don't feel connected to them. Like, I feel connected to Steve Rogers because I realize he grew up during the Depression and was having to deal with all of this shit, and he still persevered anyways, because it's not about how hard you can hit, it's about how hard you can get hit. And Steve Rogers shows that. He goes through all of this crap growing up, but he becomes Captain America. And with heroes like Hawkeye, in the comics, Hawkeye is deaf, and Marvel's heroes really inspire people because there are deaf kids out there that really feel better about themselves after they learn who Hawkeye is, because they're like, oh, he can do all of these amazing things and he's still deaf, so I can do these great things too. And so that's why I prefer Marvel over DC, because I feel like the heroes are more well developed and they're more inspiring and teach you how to be good.
I think again, it's like the whole just I grew up mostly DC and I like their characters more. Now, a lot of times they do have like pretty much the same characters, just under different names and maybe slight different variation powers on the other side. But also, I think it's to deal with like how the writers portray these characters too.
Cinematically with Marvel, what I want to see them do is expand more on their Netflix universe, because I think they have a golden opportunity with Spider-Man coming back. Because they're putting Spider-Man into his high school days, I think that would be a better fit for more of a Netflix series, because it could show Peter Parker's day-to-day life better than the movies could. Because that's a big thing in the Spider-Man comics, is like showing Peter not only being Spider-Man, but being Peter Parker. And that could happen a lot better in like a Netflix type of way. Cinematic universe for Marvel, I think the cinematic universe for Marvel is going perfectly. They're putting all their pieces into places and it's working out great. I mean, obviously they have not only Captain America Civil War coming out in this next year, but they have Doctor Strange. They have like the next 5 or 6 years planned out over at Marvel, and there's no way that I think that DC could ever catch up cinematically like they're trying to do.
Where would I would like them to go? I think I actually would like them to continue making more of their animated shorts, movies, or even series again, because I think they really have a good animation studio there, and I feel like while television and movies have their limitations, animation there's a lot more you can do. So if they really want to like, you know, get better story arcs and get other villains and characters in, I think animation's the way to go.